0 seconds.
This is a Monday. I haven't traded anything so far. You can see it is 4:05 in the afternoon already, and I haven't traded a race. The only races that are suitable for me today are at Newton Abbot. Unfortunately, I was doing other things, and so I've missed most of the cards. I've got this one now and one later on. So today I can only see 2 races that are worth me trading, unless I look at the evening cards, which I haven't looked at as yet. I'm not even sure if there are any evening cards tonight. We can have a quick look and say, yeah, there are some, Linian Wolves. Not really what I want to do. So my point is,
Market in play.
Race selection and timing is always the key to making money out of trading. It really is. Just because there are other races to trade, I'm not going to get into them because they don't suit my strategy. Now, they might suit your strategy, but I'm being selective with the races. I'm picking the races where I'm more likely to make a profit, and that's it. And I'm dropping the other races that I don't. I'm not just going to trade for the sake of it. And this is a really important lesson. It's where a lot of people go wrong. You have to trade what suits your strategy, and that doesn't matter whether it's pre-race or in play. It makes no odds. You just trade what suits you, what you're good at, and if you cut out where you're bad at and where you make your losses, you're going to make a lot more money. You don't need to worry about making money on Betfair. It's easy to make money on Betfair. The problem is it's easy to lose it. So you just cut out where you're losing, and then, hey presto, you've got a profitable venture. And whether you're making £1 a week, £10 a week, £100 a week, £1,000 a week, doesn't matter as long as you're profitable, because you can always build on it once you're profitable and make more money. Betfair trading is not a get-rich scheme. You're not going to come in here and then suddenly make loads and loads of money overnight. It's, work like anything else does in life. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it, and then it would be worthless, and no one would be doing it. So just bear that in mind, and good luck in the markets. Now I'm going to look at this race. It's a longer race. It looks a bit misty, foggy over sort of Newton Abbot way, but we're going on to the timing side. I'm going to make my money in this section of the race most likely. It'd be nice if I could make some money now. Market's jumping around, so there might be some opportunities. This is the safe zone because no one can win a race if you'll lay in first. This early in the race, they've got to get to the end before they can get over. So the prices can't come crashing in. Even if a horse this early on goes 20 lengths in front, it still can't come crashing right the way into 101, or even, if it's a high price, into odds on, so you blow loads and loads of money. So timing and selection is your key. Anyway, let's see what we can make.
Catch the Cuban and this Briac all pop over it.
As always, I'm looking for an opportunity.
In fourth place, Jolly Maker in fifth.
I'm more interested in looking at Catch the Cuban because I like the prices better, you see.
Thrown a stone after that error.
It's worth more to me
sharply back to
for the stakes I'm using than what it is
as they make their way back past
if I use capsize, for example. Now, capsize is over a crossover point as well, because freeze a crossover point.
Back up on the inside,
but only bigger stakes. Bigger stakes mean you need someone to place a bigger bet for you to get matched on the other side.
Travels well amongst horses. Taken back to the inside.
I'm tempted just to shut a little bit in here at the moment. There's a bit of money here, and there's a little bit just below me. Oh, I wanted that there, sorry.
Capsize over from in second. Candyman Can with Catch the Cuban. And they make their way up past us.
I'm happy if we get matched. See, if I had got matched, I'd have got matched both sides of the book then.
In the Newton Abbot race.
Well, these are all small figures coming in and bouncing around. That's fine.
Catch the Cuban. Candyman Can. This Briac in red. Fifth place belongs to Jolly Maker. It's just popped away.
The first little bit of profit. Unfortunately, we only got part matched.
Tan Rudy. And right at the back, the one that is struggling is Rona Stone.
You can see, like, we're at early stage of the race as well. Still,
the other runners and continuing to
we're not even halfway.
Meanwhile, Capsize.
I'm using stakes that are
Can and Catch the Cuban.
Suitable for the market. I'm not staking. Like, if I was staking 50 quids now, that would be ridiculous because there's nothing for me to get out against.
Just about 6 to 7 lengths behind the leader now, Capsize, as they step over that.
Well, you want out.
And last of all,
the price is coming in. You see, I've got the timing right. I'd like to get matched where I was, but I'm not going to mess around. I know it's only pence, but I just want out now. And I want to take my profit. There you go. Well, that's £1.11.
Catch the Cuban, this Briac.
Now we're getting later on. The market's bouncing around more.
Take the first down the back.
There, by the way.
Then behind these, Tan Rudy, who jumped up on the inside of game in the park. These 7 are very tightly grouped.
It's outsider.
I'm out of here,
Might be
man.
worth having a little look
At
at.
the back of the pack. Capsize.
It's a little bit of cash here. I don't really like going to sevens.
Then this Briac from Jolly Maker, catch the Cuban,
We can get
being pushed along for the first time. Then Tan Rudy.
Ooh,
And
I know,
Game in
price
the
has gone
Park
out again now, isn't it?
Their progress on then towards
Let's have a look
the
at Jolly Maker.
Sucker.
Capsize. Candyman can good
It's a nice little cushion here.
Really saw an excellent stride there. Jolly Maker moves through into third. Tan Rudy is into fourth. This Briac has quickly lost.
This is a better opportunity here.
The Cuban is another who is back-pedaling.
Now, but watch this money down here, because if it goes, we've got to get out. We just want to get matched up quickly.
Now being pressed by
And we are. And you see it, like I was waiting to hit that cushion if I had to. There's still a cushion, big cushion there.
Who takes it up.
So I'm tempted to go in again, but no, it's gone. And now look, we're in the red zone, so it's too dangerous.
Into second place in the noseband and trying now to deliver a challenge.
And you see,
Tan Rudy is back in third.
This is a good example again. Now, whether Jolly Maker wins or not, it doesn't matter. At this point in time, you would have to be closing off and looking at a loss, you know, and the loss would be getting bigger and bigger. And that is why it's so important to close your bet off. Because now what are you doing? You're gambling. You're just gambling your whole bankroll if you were still in at this late stage in the race. When people say you can't make money in play, that's a load of rubbish. You can, but trading this part of the race is like someone going in play, if you know what I mean, that's a pre-race trade on a 6 furlong race or something. Anything can win or lose. Look at that, right into 106. Jolly Maker's lost it as well.
Market suspended.
Do you see what I mean? So that is a lottery, and that is why you've got to get your time in, and you've got to get your race selection right. So I might only trade 2 races today, but if I only make a tenner, it doesn't matter. I would have only done 10 minutes work. Granted, I'm doing a bit more work because I'm talking to you guys as well. But actual trading work, 10 minutes work. If I do this in the next race, and if I make like another £4 or whatever, £8, so be it. I make more money tomorrow. It's a Monday today. It's the day after England just lost on penalties in the Euros in the final. So God knows that might affect the market. I don't know. People might be pissed off. You might see people throwing their money away because they're annoyed. Then again, they might be not spending money. I don't know how it will affect the markets today, but you've always got to consider what's going on and what could possibly affect the markets might affect you. Anyway, best of luck, and we'll see what happens in the next race. This is this other race at Newton Abbott. Like I said in the last video, I've come in late today. There isn't much for me to trade, so I'm being very careful on what I'm trading, as you should be. Now, even this race isn't ideal for me because we've got 2 short price favourites, which are hogging most of the market. And then we've got 3 outsiders. Well, we've got one
in play.
what I call a mid-outsider because it's trading around 10 to 1 or 11s, if you want to call it 11s or 10 to 1. Whatever you prefer. And you can see straight away the liquidity is really poor. That might mean you can get in and out quickly for like quite a few ticks, but that might just be because the race is just starting. You can see like that's why I have that second down period where I don't trade with this kind of strategy. So yeah, I'm working on my timing. If I can make a few quid out this one, I will do. If I can't, I won't. But I say it's not ideal. We've got one horse that's coming in here. I'm interested to look at that outsider.
To the back straight for the first time.
That's crashed in price, so we might be able to get a few ticks on this one.
Settle a little better now in second place with up
because I expect it to go back out to where it was. Back up
at green cap. Fourth place belongs to Sapphire Bombay, but the field are tightly bunched.
16s or whatever.
Hannah in the red and green checks.
So yeah, sorry, I was just concentrating on the markets there. So I'm just going to reset my ladders, get everything back in order. I'm not interested in trading
down the side of the course.
Not unless I've done research on it.
Who has the advantage from just about a line of 3.
So I think I'd rather bring up
the inside Sapphire Bombay,
give the T and see if we can make some cash on there.
And on the outside,
but I'm just waiting again.
And close up,
race selection and timing is the key to being successful.
And Matty Ross in
if you just go and trade anything you can trade, and whatever, without any kind of knowledge on it whatsoever,
and we've still got just under
to suit your strategy, then you're going to lose. Trading doesn't work by just going out and trading everything, and you've got about 10 different strategies that you can use, because every market is different, but they kind of fall into different categories, if that makes sense. When they fall into the right category, the way you expect it to trade, that's your strategy that you expect to be able to make money from. If you just repeat, rinse and repeat those kind of markets, and that's when you'll make money. And then what you do is you just cut out all the losing markets. Why trade something that you normally make a loss on? It's stupid.
The whole field just staying a little bit off the running rail, looking for unpoached
Just reset my
ground
ladders
after the
again. I'm just
morning and
waiting to see
afternoon
what
rain.
happens. We're getting
Splashing
towards
through
that
some
period
stands.
now.
Betfair is out in the lead. It is Divine Tara who
So I've got my
holds
first
sway.
warning.
Goritson is in second place. Now
But I don't see much that turns me on right now. And if it doesn't turn me
to
on,
dispute third. Sapphire Bombay just
you know,
shaken up on the
and when I
inside
say
to
turn
hold
me
the
on, I
position.
mean
Matty
I
Ross
can see
comes
something
next.
where I'm going to safely
They
make money.
turn into the back straight. And
And I
hooray
do
for
it. Now I
Hannah.
could be
Last of the six. Another one
tempted to
just
see
to
if
be
I can
shaken
get a
up
low
briefly.
price in. I want more ticks if
So
I'm
well
going to do
past
it.
halfway now. Divine Tara
Let's see if
leading
it
them
dips into,
towards the
say,
final 3/4 of a
4.1.
mile. Has the advantage from Goritson on the outside of Gordini. Then
Because it
Sapphire
may do
Bombay.
well, do.
Matty
Maybe
Ross
I'll just
on
pick a
the
few ticks up
outside
here
of
quickly.
I'm out of here,
You can see
man.
it dipping already.
As on the inside,
Back to
Sapphire
10.
Bombay comes off the bridle and
It
begins
may
to
not
lose
come
some
that low. You
ground.
see, I missed it
The
by
others
1 tick
generally
there. It's just
travelling pretty
typical,
well
isn't it?
within themselves, and the whole field is still tightly bunched. Divine Tara, Gordini and Goritson.
Obviously, I don't want
A
the
reminder
price
for
to creep
Sapphire
down to
Bombay
me.
on the inside of Hooray for Hannah. And Matty
We
Ross
want in and
just
out
beginning
very
to pick
quickly.
her way through
You
the
see
field
it's
as
back
well.
over 6s,
So
so,
out
but I
in
might
the
have
lead,
missed the
Divine
opportunity
Tara.
now.
Gordini's travelled very strongly to this point. Goritson
I'm out of here, man.
the other who still
Doesn't mean it
moves
still
with
can't come
purpose
in.
amongst horses. Hooray for Hannah and Goritson are both being ridden along as the leading bunch have now pulled clear
Obviously,
from
I'm looking at the
Sapphire
timer.
Bombay. Halfway round the turn for
Just
home.
going to reset my ladder here.
Sucker.
Enough. Divine Tara, red and white stripes. Gordini, the black and
So
green
we're
stripes,
matched.
and on the outside, Matty Ross. And they're
Both
3
sides of the
lengths
book.
clear now
And if
for
we
in
can just get out for
fourth place.
£8, that would be
Hooray for
nice.
Hannah. So
And there
turning
you
in,
go.
it's
There's
Divine Tara,
£8.50.
Fergal O'Brien, and Liam Harrison on the
And
right-hand side. Left-hand side still travelling strongly.
oh,
is
maybe not
Matty
8.50
Ross.
because I
Matty
haven't
Ross
closed
now
off
moves
100%
pretty stylishly
correctly.
to deliver the challenge.
Can we get
Gordini is
8.20?
back in third, and up
Might be
the
too
home
late.
straight. Matty Ross begins to move on. Couple
Looks
of
like
lengths
it's
to
going to be
Divine Tara.
£8.09p.
Gordini, who pulled hard
8p,
early, hasn't
09p.
quite
Sounds a
lasted
bit weird.
home, but Matty Ross has. Only
But
needs a shake of the reins. And
so for this video that I'm doing here, talking about timing and talking about race selection, you can see I've got that spot on. I've picked the horse out that was an outside. I didn't really
Market
expect it to win.
suspended.
I got my timing right as it jumped into me. I didn't let the market creep down to me. I literally got caught on a spike. It did trade in a little bit lower, but you can see it wasn't a lot of money, a little bit for a second. But that was after I was out, don't forget, because I never saw no red numbers come up. I'll rewatch the video later. I'm talking live, so I didn't notice any red numbers come up. So I got matched both sides of the book in seconds for near enough, you know, of just a few ticks higher than what the price ever went into. And that's what you need to do to make cash. So now, literally, just to show there's no skullduggery going on, so I can't see me trading anything else today. I'll get my results up for today. Sorry, I don't really like to put anything up there. Oh, I have to reset the page first because obviously it sets the date when I last loaded it earlier. Right, so if we look at my figures, you can see, so I've literally traded one other race. You can see the times. One other race. We've got another £8 to come in. So that's £12 for 2 races. And what I've done, if I just quickly show you what I'm talking about. Now, for me, for my strategy, I need longer races. Okay, that's part of my strategy. My strategy does not work on sprints because there isn't enough time to get it sorted out. The market moves too quick. It's just too dangerous. If I wanted to trade, say, a 6 furlong race, I'd literally be able to trade while the horses were between the sort of 2nd and 4th furlong. No, not even that. 2nd and 3rd furlong. So I've got 1 furlong where for trading my prices in and out. Big dangerous, so don't do it. Okay, so don't tell my strategy. Your strategy might be slightly different. But my point is, if we have a quick look at today's racing, obviously it's my fault for coming in late. Oh, sorry, I'm on tomorrow for some reason. Right, UK 9 for today. So you can see air, 1 mile 2. I could possibly look at that if I really wanted to, but that is right on the lowest I would ever go. I don't really like 1 mile 2 unless there's a lot of prize money on offer. And there isn't. It's just a low grade race. So no to that one. Okay, let's go back. 1 mile. No, if that's a later race after that, that's going to be even worse. So that's a no. Newton Abbott has just finished, so we just traded the last 2 races. Lingfield is a poor track, and they're all short races. I mean, this is going to be, as you see there, it's low grade. It's an all surface track. It's just there really, so the bookies can make money. That's the only reason they have these races really. you can see they're all short races anyway. If I was going to trade anything, they'd have to be these two, but it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it. It'd be too dangerous. Wolverhampton, another all-weather surface. I could look at that first race, 1 mile 5, but is it worth my hassle for one race at 6:25 when it's 4:05 now? I'm going to hang around for that much time and do something else. There's one at 7:25, possibly, but nothing that really takes my fancy. And these are just possibles, bear in mind. In an ideal world, I want them to be 2 miles longer. Dundalk. Now, Dundalk, I don't trade full stop anymore unless I see something special on offer. I mean, that meeting's nearly over. But I know that from looking at my records. I analyse my figures, my records. I use the spreadsheet that I've advertised and saying below. There'll be a link below if you want a copy. It's less than a tenner and it sorts out all your records downloaded direct from Betfair. And you can sort them out in any way you want for any sport you want as well, however you want to do it. But I know from that information that I lose money at Dundalk. Full stop. So I don't trade Dundalk no more. It saves me money by not trading Dundalk. And I actually work out I'm making it 40 quid a month by not trading Dundalk. It's that simple. Another Irish we've got here. Killinari. So what we got here? Shorter races. There's a couple later on in the evening that I might possibly think about, but not at a track like this. We've got a maidens race. It's just not worth the hassle. So sometimes you just have to accept that there aren't races that suit your strategy. Now, these might suit your strategy personally, but what I'm saying is for my strategy, these don't suit me, and it's just not worth the bother. I'm more likely to lose money than make money, and I'm not going to trade just for the sake of it, because I want to be a successful trader who continuously makes money every day. You know, that is the plan. So the way I do it is I don't trade the crap. I promise you, race selection, getting your timing right is key. And that is why I go through all the races like that. I normally use this website, website, to pick out the races. A few other sites as well. gg.co.uk is a good site if you want to keep your records, because they'll drop you an email the night before once you record them. There's other sites that do that as well. And then I also use the race timer to work out where I am in the race. And that first race I just did is a prime example of how I could have lost a lot of money, but actually I didn't, and I made a profit by following the race timer. And I say it time and time again, this bit of kit here is the key to my success. Without that, I would be a losing trader. I wouldn't be able to do it. This is what makes me money. And it's not just that, race selection. Race selection, timing is key. Best of luck in the markets. I'll just quickly see if that's updated yet, so you can see. Might have done by now. So you can see. Hopefully, it's updated yet. So there you go. So I've literally only traded 2 races. Partly my fault because I didn't get involved till 4 o'clock because I was busy doing other stuff. Was it 4 o'clock? Yeah, about 4ish, and then I couldn't see a race till 4:30. So I've just been watching TV since 4 o'clock really, and then come back for them 2 races. So literally for about 10 minutes work. There's been more time that I've been nattering on for these videos, but literally for about 10 minutes work if I hadn't been making the videos. £12.19. Not a lot of money to show off about for a day's work, but it ain't a day's work. It's 10 minutes, if you know what I mean. So if you want to mimic me, if you have any questions about what I do, drop me an email or leave a comment. If you need a copy of the race timer, there is a fee. It's 15 quid. I think it's dirty because you'll just from it saving your bank once, that will save you 100 quid in the first time it supplies you. It stops you blowing a bank. So it's ridiculous not to have it for that price. And you get 2 timers as well that you can set up differently. There's race timer 1 and there's race timer 2. And they're slightly different. I've got that set up for different strategies. You can see the timers go off at different times and so on. If you need a copy of the results summary spreadsheet that I use, just give you a quick flash on that. It's an Excel spreadsheet. It's a very complicated spreadsheet. You can see you can do all sorts of stuff with it. You can filter your results in different ways, look at your running totals and what you've made. You can look at your P&Ls, what you've made per month. You can separate your horse racing in all different types of ways. Look out, what you've done, say for example, by distance. Sorry, that's by type, that one's from distance. So different types, by different distance types of races I've run. So I can see how well I do on handicaps compared to anything else. You can see handicaps for my most successful races, and you can see these are my worst races. I'm surprised I haven't lost them listed actually, but I've only traded 13 listed races since I've been running this since November. Then you can look at what you've done by distance. Obviously, I don't trade many of these short races, so there's only 25 furlongs, and that's because I have to look for something special and rate many of these longer races. You can see where the bulk of my money is made, and I can also look at what race tracks I make my money. I can break it down by what type of races afterwards. You can do all sorts of things. And then it doesn't just work for horse racing. You can do greyhound racing. I don't trade greyhounds, so there's hardly any results there. You can do football. Again, I don't trade that either. Or you can add any sport you want just by clicking the My Sport button. If you're a tennis trader or snooker or whatever, you can just click that and add what sport you want by just adding in there. You can change the others, whatever you want. Anyway, so I hope that helps you all. Just don't forget, race selection and timing is the key to being successful. Don't just be pulling the trigger like John Wayne, shooting everything you can. It doesn't work like that. Take your aim, be a sniper, if you know what I mean, and take your time. Snipe out them races that you want, pick them out carefully, pick out your timing, and you'll be a successful trader. Anyway, best of luck in the markets. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye for now.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software, the fastest, most customizable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDAC. Designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices, and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. Support for 8 languages. Context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking, training mode, advanced charting, enhanced navigation, support for Betfair coupons, stop loss and more. Geeks Toy, possibly the best Betfair and BetDAC trading software in the world.